Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Dying Scene Record Radar. I'm Dylan. We got a lot to talk about this week, a lot of new releases on the calendar. Up first, we got Wasei. This came out a few months ago. It's one of my favorite skate punk records of the year. But now it's available in the US. These guys are from Italy, but Punk Rock Radar got some copies in the US web store available on pink vinyl. I got mine. I would show it to you, but it's in the other room. But yeah, there's this, and there's a bunch of other great stuff up on the web store right now. The new Clayface album is in stock, and it's ready to ship. And then there's also some cassettes. There's a new cassette from Baxter and Weekend Cigarettes. So all those are in stock right now on the Punk Rock Radar web store, and you can get them at the link in the description. Then we got another new release just announced. Fat Mike Gets Strung Out. This is a bunch of NoFX and other songs Fat Mike has written for stuff like, I think, his musical Home Street Home. And it's played by a string orchestra for some reason. So if that sounds interesting to you, then have at it. I think I'm going to pass on it personally. But if you like that, then feel free to pick that up. Another Fat Records release, band we just talked about on our Best of June video, Clowns. They just announced a new album called Endless right after we put that video out actually. And there's a bunch of different color variants of this one. I think there's 4 for the US, 3 for Australia, and 2 for Europe. So if you want to get all of those, it's going to be pretty pricey, but link in the description for that as well. Joker's Republic, a really good ska band from New Jersey. They released their new album, what's it called? Necessary Evil last year on CD. Now it's available on vinyl thanks to Ska Punk International. They recorded this with Roger from Less Than Jake at his studio in Gainesville. And it also features a song with Buddy from Less Than Jake playing trombone. I think it's the opening track. And then another new release from a band I hadn't heard of before, Stomper 98. I guess these guys have been around a while, since 1998. And Lars from Rancid plays in the band now. This is his second record he'll be on with the band. And I think it's their 7th album overall. Only kicker, really, all the songs are German. So if you don't know German, I would suggest subscribing to Duolingo and brushing up on your Deutsch. 2 new releases from Florida's own Smart Punk Records this week. Up first, you got Cleveland pop punk band Normie. I think this is their 2nd EP. Pretty cool. They got 3 color variants. It's a single-sided 12-inch EP, and the B-side has like a screen printed design on it. They got a gray one, a clear with like a green blob in the middle of it, and then a glow in the dark one, and they all have the screen print on it. It's a 6-song EP. These guys are pretty good if you like the newer style of pop punk. And then Smart Punk's other release this week, you got Keep Flying. Pretty good pop punk band. Reminds me a lot of In With the Out Crowd era Less Than Jake. You know, like that, like heavier pop punk with some horns. Their new album. Then we got The Subjunctives, which is a band featuring someone who used to be in a pretty cool pop punk band called Sicko. If you're into like Lookout Record style pop punk, Sicko and this band, The Subjunctives, are right up your alley. And then here's one. This is actually probably by far my favorite Ramones core release of the year. The Hermeroids from Germany. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. And this is their new album, At the Earth's Core. It's out now on Mom's Basement Records and Monster Zero Records, 2 labels whose reputation precedes them. They're very good labels. They put out awesome releases. This is a super good album. If you like Screeching Weasel, the Lillingtons, you gotta listen to this, and you gotta pick the record up. So link to that is on Dying Scene as well on the Record Radar column for this week. New Pure Noise Records release from Connecticut. These guys are a melodic hardcore band called With Honor. This is their third album called Boundless. I'm not usually a big melodic hardcore fan, but I like the singles I've heard from this. I think the most recent one is called My Anchor, and that was my favorite of the three that I've heard. Pretty cool festival going on in Pennsylvania called Camp Punksylvania. I've been seeing a ton of stuff online about this. The Suicide Machines are headlining, but also some other great bands playing: Belvedere, Tsunami Bomb, Wilhelm Scream. Tons of great bands. They have a compilation coming out from Sell the Heart Records with songs from a bunch of the bands playing the festival. So if you're going and you want a little souvenir to commemorate it, then pick this up. Otherwise, I mean, if you just want some great music, seems like a good comp. Then we got Devon K and the Solutions. They're on tour right now with Less Than Jake, actually, and they just put out a new EP on Bad Time Records. It's called Fine, a ska EP. And they have a tour variant as well, but this one here is available on the label's web store. And then the last new release this week, Pirates Press Records. They've been cranking out the split 7 inches. This is a new one from the Drowns and Wonk unit. It's up on their store now. It's just 2 songs, one from each band. And then some reissues. We got some 1, 2, 3, 4 Go exclusives. Jawbreaker. Don't want to try to pronounce the album title, but this has been out of print for a few years. They got it on gold vinyl, limited to 550 copies. And then their other exclusive this week, 2 for 1, Kid Dynamite, their self-titled album, on this dragon fruit color, and it's limited to 350 copies. Something that's coming down the pipeline pretty soon. Pirates Press released a Subhumans box set a few months ago, and it sold out really fast. So if you wanted that and you missed out, good news, on the 25th, they're gonna put up the second pressing for pre-order. It's on, they're all on neon green vinyl. So yeah, this is going for $400 something on Discogs right now. If you don't want to pay the reseller prices, then that's good news for you. Glad to see that they're doing a second pressing for this, because the demand is definitely there. And then last but not least, we got Thousand Islands Records, really, really good label. Put out excellent releases. You always hear me talking about their bands. They got a sale going on. Head over to their store before the end of the month. You save 35% off with code SUMMER35. It doesn't apply to their distro section of the store, but they have no shortage of great releases they've put out themselves. So I don't think you'll have a hard time at all finding enough stuff to use this code on. But yeah, that'll do it for this week's Record Radar. Thanks as always for checking it out. The link to dyingscene.com, my article on there is in the description, and that's where you can find links to buy all the records. But thanks for checking out another video, and I'll see you guys next time.